Gunna finally released from jail. Gunna has been stuck behind bars for a few months now, and things haven't been very pleasant at all for the YSL team. Gunna and Young Thug were locked up together and have been living in horrible conditions ever since. It's said that the YSL team is actually in some deep troubles that may result in a few members facing up to life in prison. And it's only a matter of time before we find out who those members are. I'm sure a lot of fans are hoping it's not Gunna or Young Thug. Well, I can't say that Young Thug is in the clear, because he has a lot of evidence being stacked up against him. But on the other hand, Gunna and his legal team were able to prove his innocence, which resulted in Gunna finally being released from prison. Gunna was actually the only person from the YSL crew that was allowed to leave prison for his birthday, but had to return by midnight. Ever since being locked up, the YSL crew has been facing the lows of lows. Mostly Young Thug. Young Thug was a little too used to living the lavish life, so for him to be stuck in a jail cell is the worst possible situation. He's obviously very uncomfortable and has even released statements complaining about the environment he's been stuck in for the last few months. Young Thug obviously has the best legal team on his side and support from many great people in the world. But even with the dream team on his side, Young Thug is still looking at facing a very tough case. On the other hand, Gunna is finally a free man again, and he's actually the first of the YSL team to be let off the hook. Gunna is back in the free world, and more happy than ever. He was stuck in the worst conditions possible, and finally, Gunna is back to his normal lavish lifestyle. Unfortunately, his crew is still stuck in prison, and Gunna will be doing everything he can to support. But at least Gunna is back in the free world and ready to start making music again. YSL fans all across the world have been nail-biting this case, and now all these fans can finally receive some new music from Gunna. Gunna just faced the toughest moments of his life, and with all his brothers still being locked up behind bars, I'm sure he has a lot to get off his chest once he gets in the studio. There's a lot to get into about this case and how Gunna was finally released from prison. Luckily for you, the Lime Report team has done some deep research, and we've come across Gunna's court documents. Today we'll be diving deeper into Gunna being released from prison and how he and his legal team managed to make it happen. All I know is things get even more interesting than you'd think, so be sure to stick around and watch this video until the very end as we get into things one detail at a time. Trust me when I say you won't want to miss a thing. Thanks for stopping by and visiting us at Lime Report. We post daily celebrity updates and news that you really should know about if you're a fan. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, leave a like, and comment keyword Gunna to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone giveaway. One lucky viewer is picked at the end of each month. Now, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at Gunna finally being released from prison. Gunna is finally back out on the streets, and the music industry is shook. This YSL case has been a complete roller coaster, and the music industry definitely hasn't been the same without Young Thug and Gunna. Ever since these guys got locked up, the music industry has been doing everything they can to show support and get them back. But no matter how many people want to help Young Thug, he hasn't been having much luck. It's obvious that law enforcement thinks Young Thug is guilty, but Young Thug has done everything he can to get the best legal team on his side. He and his team have a few different ways to beat this case, and the music industry is hoping at least one of them works for Young Thug. Young Thug is obviously a legend in the music industry and has reached heights that not many get to ever see. Young Thug has helped develop the sound of modern-day rap music, and he is truly a legend in the game. It definitely hasn't been the same without him. Now that Gunna is a free man, at least we'll be receiving some new tunes. This YSL case has been an absolute roller coaster, and it'll be interesting to see how things continue to play out. It's definitely been tough for YSL, especially after losing Lil Keed only days after they were busted. But finally, after months and months of fighting this case long and hard, at least we got Gunna back. On the other hand, things aren't looking any better for Young Thug and the rest of the YSL team. I'm not sure how things are bound to turn out for Young Thug, but we'll be staying on top of this YSL case and updating you with all the latest news.